The reason why 90% of people fail in manifestation is that they are too focused on visualization. While visualization is only to be used as a tool, it plays absolutely zero role in manifestation. In fact, it is futile daydreaming. They forget that the only thing that causes manifestations to happen is feeling. The feeling is the secret. State of mind is a feeling. When you feel you are rich, you are in a rich state of mind. When you feel you are the partner of your specific person, you are in that state of mind, and manifestation happens in a natural way. If you feel you are the person you want to be, you will become that person. The more intense the feeling, the faster the manifestation. Manifesting is easy only when you are in the state. Manifesting is easy, but being in a new state is not as easy, only because of habitually thinking within the opposing state. If you have this mindset that is filled with guilt, when you think of being punished, yes, this will manifest effortlessly. If you imagined receiving a reward, you will most likely not manifest it because your state does not allow for that to be experienced in your world. Manifesting is effortless if you have the corresponding state of mind. If your state directly opposes your desire, to think you will receive the desire is wrong. This is not a rule I am making up. I have been hearing a lot now that manifesting is so easy. But these people fail to see that if it is so easy, then why don't you have your desire? It is easy, but only if you are in the state. Sustaining a new state is easier said than done. I am not trying to discourage you, but for me to tell you that you can leave your victim mindset overnight would be me lying to you. It is possible. Yes. Likely. No. Only because of habit. If you want manifesting to be easy, learn to move to different states. Focus on the state of mind. This just means your belief about the desire. Manifesting a ladder, tennis ball, or coffee, these things are to show you that you do hold the creative power within, but this does not mean you are in the state of mind that allows you to receive more. Those things are effortless to manifest because your state does not oppose it to enter into your world. There is a reason why you are not receiving your desires, and it comes down to your beliefs and your state of mind. Think about manifesting something negative or undesirable in your world. More than likely you manifest these things effortlessly. They happen naturally and swiftly. Figure out why they manifest so fast. Next time you see someone say that manifesting is super easy, remember that the person is most likely in a state of mind that did not directly oppose their desire. You struggle because of your state, not because of manifesting is difficult. Changing states of mind. There are different levels of manifestations. If you were trying to convince someone to believe that imagining creates reality, as Neville so often tried to, you would not tell them a story about how your millionaire parents bought you a car. But why not? Why not tell them that story? Because this did not require any radical change in the states to produce a result that should not be in your experience. Neville created a book called The Law and the Promise, in which he specifically chose manifestation stories that showed this principle in action better than other manifestations. However, when we read that someone received money or received an expensive item, get rid of the idea that their parents are rich or the item itself and bring your attention to their state of mind. They most likely firmly believe that they can receive their manifestation easily. It is natural for them to accept the state of mind of driving a new car. Now, Neville tells us that everything flows from our states. If we desire to raise ourselves, we are required to discard the old state and accept the new state. When Neville tells you to not worry about the how, he is also speaking about states. When you imagine something, you are told to not worry about how it is going to come into being. There are a million ways it can happen, so do not worry about that. In the same way, when you accept a new state of mind, do not worry about how your old one will be discarded. When you imagine a scene and you tell yourself, I, on this level, do not know how it can be done, but I know it is done, you should also say this for state of mind. When you imagine yourself being blessed or abundant in anything good, you should tell yourself, I do not know how my old state is going to be gone from me, but I know it will because I am. Do not worry about how you are unconfident, poor, low self-esteem, etc. State of mind is going to leave you, but know it will. You need to see that the manifestation is secondary, and their mindset should be your primary focus. It is from within that things flow. The one and only requirement to fulfill is acceptance of the end. Acceptance of your desire as a present reality is far stronger a state than acceptance of your desire in the future. The recurring factor, however, is that you must have faith. Strong faith. I could end your search for the magical click moment by leaving it at that, but I will now explain to you how to fully believe in it. How to fully, unwaveringly believe that your desire is fulfilled. Belief is based upon thought patterns. What you think habitually is what will mold your beliefs. As an exercise, observe what your thoughts are like at this moment. Are they implying the end? Do your thoughts echo that you lack your desire? Do you think from the state of wanting your desire and trying to convince yourself that it is real rather than accepting it as truth? How do I manifest? Maybe. The remedy is to think from the state of having it. It will be uncomfortable at first, but persistence is the key that developing your ability to be faithful. Think from the state of having your desire fulfilled. What holiday are you planning with the massive bonus from work? Think only from this state, and do not try to fight or reason with your senses. You only want to deny them. This is a nonchalant process, a simple no lull to your senses, if you will. But for some, doing so is difficult. So, we combat this difficulty by making our mind more receptive, by lessening the volume of the conscious mind to a point at which we can control it, and make the impressions that we want on our subconscious mind. Neville pushes the ideas of sleep and prayer extensively for this and many other reasons. Your mind is far more receptive right as you are about to enter sleep. Create a deep reverie and imagine your desire fulfilled, be it by acting out a scene till you can feel as though you've experienced it already, or by saying a few lines to yourself. The technique and the degree of accuracy to which you execute it does not matter, as long as they manage to fulfill the one requirement, which is acceptance of its fulfillment. Once this goal is achieved, that is, acceptance of your desire's fulfillment, you will have some sort of inner conviction either that it is done already or will be done for sure. I can't explain it any better than that, but once the feeling is achieved, you will feel the inner shift. During the day, think from the state of having completed it, or that it will undoubtedly be completed, but maintain the acceptance one way or another. If you chose the latter, I suggest that once you make comfortable with the process of accepting that it will happen, you should gradually transition to accepting that it has happened and is a thing of the now. To summarize, make your mind receptive by control of the conscious mind. Many people do this by entering a state akin to sleep, then making your impressions by accepting that what you imagine to be true is true. During the day, every day, think from the state of having even persisting through discomfort and the feeling of I'm lying to myself, for it is already so. Do not toil and moil, make it easy. You cannot find illness without it. It is all from within. So for your own sake, believe in the law. Believe that it does work because it really does. Assume it and keep assuming it until the inner shift that happens within you tells you that it is done. Speak only as if it is done, or based on the conviction that it will eventually happen. As always, questions, thoughts, and all else are always welcome. Don't stop believing.